Man, to me, the way I see this whole thing, this whole monetary system, the whole system that is running the world now, but specifically we're talking about the job system, the system of employment, the monetary system, the system of low wages. Again, to me, it looks like this is a systematic way of hijacking human destination or human destiny, actually, wherein you find many people ending up forfeiting their purposes to life simply now because the demands of life are pressing. So maybe you were born to fulfill a certain specific duty or responsibility in this lifetime, but you are born into a society that is structured, into a world that is structured, that have a formal systematic way of life which is governed and controlled by other people. So at the end of the day, you just have to fit in and survive. So maybe you were born to be, say, a philosopher, right? Or maybe a teacher, but you are born into this world full of lot of systematically structured challenges that end you in some spaces that are irrelevant to the purpose and the reason why you were born, right? But yeah, man, we are in December right now. We just hope people will be very responsible in every space you are gonna be, because there is a lot that happens during this time. There is a lot of tragedies that really do happen in this time. There is a lot of excitement, reckless, irresponsible excitement also, So we have been put into this culture of drunkenness and culture of entertainment, both of which are justified as means to escape harsh realities, you see. So at the end of the day, your subculture that you have adopted is a business to other people. So in business, it's all about profit. So they're gonna make sure that they really hold you there into their product, so that you keep consuming their product. So the direction your money determines how far you can go with life. So the direction of your money can be an empowering event, or it can be a disempowering event to you as an individual and to you collectively as a group of people. So in a world of poverty, poverty is systematically engineered. Poverty is systematically managed. Poverty is systematically funded also. There are millions that are injected so that millions of people remain poor. That's the parable and the puzzle of this world, right? So Yemen, how do you seek to then free yourself from poverty now that you are within the so-called working class, right? It's all about the direction of your money as an individual and also collectively as a group of people. But asikola poget, today we just wanted to talk briefly about December, because now there is a lot that is tied into this December thing. One, it is an opportunity wherein people can get more time to spend with their loved ones. This is an opportunity whereby people spend more time away from work. To some, though, because there are people who really work all the way throughout December. You see, even on Christmas, even on the New Year, even on the 26th, they're going to be working. Even on the 16th, now that in South Africa, the 16th is a so-called horror day. Holiday, right? Or boring day, whatever day it is, so there are people who are going to be working also, right? But let us get into the 25th of December. Do you really believe the 25th of December is a holiday? How holy is it to you wherever you are in any corner of the world, right? So how did the 25th of December become a holiday? It is a holiday according to what? The Gregorian calendar, which is a Roman calendar, designed by Pope Gregory and his friends, right? So, and his fellow scammer, that is how I usually, put it, right? So when you look at it, there is a combination now of commerce, politics and religion. Within this whole 25 December thing, the Christmas day, now that they say it's a holiday, they explain it as it is the birth of Christ according to what Christian believes, right? But then when you look at the roots of 25 December as a day of celebration, a celebrated day, it predates Christianity or the Christian era. It was there, ancient times, even before the character of Christ as put in the Bible was born. So then what is this 25 December thing? Let us look at from its roots. It's Roman. So according to Roman ancient time or belief or culture, 25 December is a period, that is marked or that marks the winter solstice, right? So that is the period now, wherein the ancient people used to hold ceremonies and celebrative activities unto Sol Invictus, right? So they used to celebrate the rebirth of Sol. Sol is solar. Solar is what is the sun. So the rebirth of the sun, right? They used to celebrate that. Why? Because ancient people were not religious. They were just one with nature. So their calendar was determined by the cycles of nature, right? The positioning of stars, the positioning or the alignment of planets, etc. Their entire life was governed by nature. So actually on that 25th of December, that was the time where they held a lot of celebrative activities, to connect, with the solar logos or the cosmically, the energy of the sun, right? But then or to others also it was the time for other now demonic activities. They were taking advantage of the energies released by the sun at that time, to harness the energy, process the energy into other expressions, which is some kind of demonic thing, just like the Saturnalia, right, wherein you find they were doing a lot of human sacrifice, the drinking of blood, the torturing of people, etc., right? But yeah, we can't get much into that. So when Christianity was designed, Christianity did not evolve. The formal Christianity that you see, it did not evolve on its own. It was designed. That is when you cannot talk of this formal Christianity or conventional Christianity without quoting the Council of Nicaea in Rome. You're right, during the time of Constantine, Emperor Constantine. So you must understand that the Roman Empire was also, it's like a beast with two horns. There is political power and theological power. There is the state and there is the church. These are two horns, that are used to just what, the animals use horns to fight, right? And do other things. So now they had to take that ancient, which was then now, or which is then now called pagan. Remember, pagan does not mean no belief in the creator. No. Pagan just means, people who do not, ascribe to this new formal religion called Christianity. Not just that, but also the new way of life. Remember, when they started redesigning life, introducing the new world order then, so those people, the village dwellers, were still stuck to the ancient practices, cultures, and spiritual expressions. They were then referred to as, pagans. So they had to take that ceremony, the ancient ceremony, and sugarcoat it into the new designed religion called Christianity, right? Then they had to entice people and say, no, on the 25th is the birth of Christ. They know what they're talking about. They are talking about the sun. They are not talking about anyone's, or any biological human being's birth, right? So even the whole idea of Christ is all about the sun. When you trace it back, it goes back to the Egyptians, the Kemetic way of life, the Ra, right, Heru. It goes back even to the Sumerian, the Babylonian. It's an ancient thing based on cycles of nature. It's nothing to do with the birth of any,